accessible to the community so that high schools and junior colleges and anyone that wants to use the Cowan Center feels welcome? And then how do we continue the legacy of having a stellar season? And I just really want to extend my sincere appreciation to Jeff and the team for everything they've done this season. We're really excited to share it with you. I know he'll talk more about the branding and what's to come.
Thank you. Well, in addition to the show sponsors, the media sponsors, and other supporters, I also want to give a special thank you to the Cowan Center Advisory Board, several of whom are here today, and just sincerely thank you for all of your guidance and advice this year as we put together a season that I think you'll agree brings big names and big entertainment here to East Texas. So without further ado, we'll share a quick video highlighting some of the shows this season, and then I'll talk through the full season with you. So with that, let's roll the tape.
As creepy, kooky, altogether ooky. Now know them in the smash hit Broadway musical, The Addams Family, live on stage.
See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go.
You're safe, I only want to know your warmth. Just want to give you my protection.
The whispered conversations in overcrowded hallways. The atmosphere as thrilling here as always. I'm reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. So many say that I'm intense, around insane. You want a revolution? I want a revelation.
Are you ready for a creature adventure today? Hey, it's us, the Krat Brothers. I'm Martin. I'm Chris. And we're coming to your area with an all-new live stage show. Wild Kratts Live 2.0, activate creature powers.
Neon sign was flashing, welcome, come on in, it feels so good, feeling good again. Bang on the telephone, I'm coming home to give you a sign. Merry Christmas from the family.
man. If you want to quell that itch, you gotta do all you can to get right inside that niche.
I want to try.
Live on stage. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? This fast, furious, and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter.
And the road goes on forever, the party never ends.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I hope everybody's excited. We're going to be passing out the season brochures right now so you can see a little bit more about those artists and just what 20 seconds or so can communicate. But as you'll see, we are branding this season big names, big entertainment, and with the likes of Robert Earl Keen and Randy Rogers Band and Mavis Staples and Rob Lowe. I think we're going to have just a phenomenal season bringing this talent here for audiences across East Texas. So I'll just quickly talk a little bit about these shows and then a little bit more about what we have this season. So Stella Cole, and one of the journalists covering today, when he saw the list, he had an instant reaction because of her online following, which was very exciting because she is more of an emerging artist, but she sings the American Songbook standards. I really think she sounds like a young Judy Garland, and she's just phenomenal and has a really strong online following. So we opened the season September 23rd with Stella Cole. Thank you to Trey Wasser and Linda Broom and our media sponsors, CBS 19 and Optimum, for that show. Then I'm excited. I mean, Randy Rogers Band, Texas Country, October 3rd, sponsored by BMW of Tyler and the Byers Family Foundation, as well as media support from Fox 51, KNUE, KTVB, and Optimum. And the really cool thing is that we've gotten the band to agree to do a post-show reception. So for our sponsors, for our Circle members at the $250 level and above, we're going to be able to have a reception over in the Alumni House following the show with the band making a special appearance. So I think that's going to be a really fun activity to what will already be an awesome show. Everybody knows Rob Lowe. He's been actor, game show host, author, has been on the talk show circuit recently with some of the books he's written. And I think he's just going to have a wonderful evening here in East Texas. So we're going to be having a moderated discussion with him on October 7th. Thank you to Doctors Anderson and Vukea, Austin Bank, and Reneker Wealth Management for their support of bringing Rob to East Texas, along with media support from Fox 51, KTVB, KNUE, and Optimum. And I think I saw a reaction to this one. Addams Family, the musical comedy, a wonderful Broadway hit, perfectly timed, coming October 21st, right before Halloween. It's the characters you know and love with a really hilarious story centered on Wednesday Addams. So sponsored by Harry's Building Materials, Scarborough Commercial Real Estate, and Juicy's Hamburgers and Juicy's Taco. Thank you. As well as our media sponsors, Jack FM, KLTV, Tyler Today Magazine, and KNUE. Moana live to film concert. This is another one. There's so many, and I can honestly say that almost every show, it really does, it's just such an exciting season. So October 30th, we're bringing Moana the film with live Hollywood studio musicians, Polynesian rhythm masters and vocalists, to have the live soundtrack performed alongside the Disney classic. Our family series is sponsored by an anonymous donor and Stephen and Cynthia Ogletree, as well as media support from Jack FM, Lamar Advertising, and KATK. So Arts and Education is a great long-standing program where we partner with young audiences of Northeast Texas and the Discovery Science Plays with support from our director-level sponsors, Ultra Financial Advisors, Herb Bowie, Lee and Susan Gibson, Ken and Melissa Lackner, and Encore Electric Delivery, along with specific show support from Sharon and James Wynn, to really open the Cowan up at a very affordable cost. These tickets are $5 for local school kids to come to the Cowan, experience an age-appropriate show on stage during the school day. So we're doing 2 school shows for The Little Mermaid, 10 a.m. and 12:30 on November 5th. So it's going to be a great introduction for many students to the arts. Another one I'm excited about, Mandy Gonzalez. I had the pleasure of seeing her perform in Sunset Boulevard in January, and she's doing one night a week as in the Tony Award winning Sunset Boulevard revival that's on Broadway currently, which is phenomenal. If you're in New York, highly recommend seeing it. And she will be performing hits from shows like Sunset Boulevard. She's also portrayed Angelica Schuyler in Hamilton for 6 years on Broadway, replacing the Tony Award-winning Renee Elise Goldsberry. She originated the role of Rosa in The Heights, and she's also played Elphaba in Wicked, so, which is obviously everywhere these days. So she has an incredible voice and incredible talent. So thank you to Bill Martin and Texas Bank and Trust for your support on this show. Media sponsors include eGuide Magazine, KTBB, KETK, and Optimum. And again, very special, we will have a pre-show reception featuring Mandy Gonzalez before that show for our sponsors and Circle members. And that is supported and sponsored by Hardy Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors. So thank you for that support. Wild Kratts. If you have kids of a certain age, and mine are still in that category that they kind of grew up with this show, the Wild Kratts PBS animated series has been a long-standing show, very educational and exciting, and we're bringing that show November 15th for a matinee. And the Kratt brothers who star in the show will be live on stage. Again, the family series sponsored by an anonymous donor and Stephen and Cynthia Ogletree, along with media support from Jack FM, Lamar, and KETK. Again, the hits keep coming. Darlene Love, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, great actress. She starred as Danny Glover's wife in the Lethal Weapon movies. Her hits go back to her being part of the Phil Spector sound, that Wallace sound. So she's just amazing, and you caught a snippet of her performing her huge holiday hit, Christmas Baby Please Come Home. So she'll be coming to the Cowan with her full band December 4th. Thank you for Bill Martin's support, and this show is also supported by the Cowan Center Performance Excellence Endowment Program, along with media support from Fox 51, Lamar, and KETK. Robert Earl Keen. While we're saying big names, big entertainment, we kind of probably could have gone with The Road Goes On Forever and The Party Never Ends. I think he kind of owns that, but I'm thrilled that he'll be bringing that hit as well as Christmas from the Family and all the other songs that we know and love. Robert Earl Keen, Texas country music legend, December 6th, bringing his holiday show to the Cowan, supported by Lori Rossman and Brian Young and Southside Bank, with media support from CBS 19, KNUE, KTBB, and Optimum. Then we jump into the new year with another Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Blues Hall of Famer, Mavis Staples, going back to the Staples Singers. She is an icon. She has performed with everyone from Bob Dylan and the band to Bruce Springsteen. And Shamika Copeland is a blues legend in her own right, so it's going to be a wonderful co-bill between the two of them, January 15th. Thank you for Yosemite's Roofing support, coming in and supporting this phenomenal show, along with media sponsors Fox 51, Lamar, and Optimum. Getting a lot of excitement for this show already. Richard Thomas and Mark Twain tonight, and this is the staging that was originated and portrayed by Hal Holbrook, the one-man show with Richard Thomas that we all know and love, going back to the Waltons, and he's has been on TV, I feel like, my whole life, and he'll be portraying Mark Twain. And thank you to the sponsorship support of Tim and Michelle Brookshire, Dr. Scott and Mrs. Robin Lieberman, and the estate of Elizabeth Bitsy Ann Wright, with media support from Jack FM, KLTV, Lamar Advertising, and Tyler Today magazine. Parsons Dance, that video just scratches the surface of how athletic and joyous they are as a modern dance company. They are really the pinnacle of modern dance, and thrilled that we can present them here in East Texas, sponsored by James and Margaret Perkins and the Braithwaite Performing Arts Programs, with media support from eGuide Magazine, KETK, and KTBB. The other really neat thing with this show is that we're working with TJC and their amazing dance program to have a masterclass opportunity for the dance students at TJC. So speaking to the collaborative nature of what we're working toward here at the Cowan Center. Count Basie Orchestra. I was tapping my foot over there when that music was playing. They are representing, and some of the band come from having performed with Count Basie in his band when he was alive. So it's big band, it's classic, but it's big, it's vibrant, it's vital, and really keeping jazz alive. Sponsored by Bob and Dareth Bondurant and the Francis Cowan Gibson Classical Music event, with media support from CBS 19 and Fox 51. And this is another one that the Count Basie Orchestra will be doing a master class for our jazz students. So really great opportunities for UT Tyler students. Next, we bring Drum Tao, February 24th. As you could tell, Japanese drumming, but it's much more than that. It's a spectacle. There's dance, there's choreography. They have been touring for nearly 3 decades around the world, and we're bringing them to the Cowan stage thanks to the support of Sam and Amy George, James and Margaret Perkins, and media support from eGuide, Fox 51, Jack FM, and KTBB. Vitamin String Quartet. Another one that has a really strong online following. They have covered in the classical style everyone from Radiohead to Billie Eilish, and they are currently, they're featured prominently in the Netflix series Bridgerton, doing classical interpretations of modern pop rock hits. So they are going to be performing the music of Billie Eilish, Bridgerton, and beyond. And this is sponsored by the Francis Cowan Gibson Classical Musical event, with additional support media from CBS 19 and Jack FM. Peppa Pig, my first concert. This is going to be a Sunday matinee on March 8th, which we're excited to present. Again, this is a touring UK orchestra, their first tour of North America, and it's really a perfect family-friendly event to introduce younger kids to classical music, to the concert, to coming to a concert and coming to the Cowan Center. So we're thrilled to have this as part of our family series, supported by an anonymous donor, and Stephen and Cynthia Ogletree, along with support from Jack FM, Lamar, and KETK. Tina, another one. You can't help but tap your foot here in Proud Mary and all of her hits. So Tina, the Tina Turner musical, a Tony Award-winning Broadway show, coming to the Cowan Center. It tells her life, and through her music and Ike and Tina Turner's music. It's really a phenomenal show, and thank you to the support from Joyce Buford, Hibbs Hallmark Insurance, Marilyn Ritchie, and U.S. Dermatology Partners, along with media support from Jack FM, KLTV, and Tyler Today. It's going to be an awesome night. And then our second arts and education show for the year is The Jungle Book, presented from the Panto Company, Texas-based children's theater company. And again, thank you to the support of our director level sponsors, along with young audiences of Northeast Texas and Discovery Science Place. Circa Humans 2.0 is coming to us all the way from down under. They're an Australian, world-renowned cirque, and they really expand what we as humans can do with our bodies individually and as a group, and you see them build these shapes, and it's very athletic and just a very powerful performance. So this was sponsored by Sharon and James Wynn, as well as the Braithwaite Performing Arts programs, with media support from eGuide, KETK, Fox 51, and KTVB. I almost made it to the end before sipping of water. Our last show of the season, it's going to be a fun one as well, the musical comedy Clue live on stage, murder mystery based on the 80s cult classic film and the board game that we all know and love, sponsored by the Cowan Center Performance Excellence Endowment Program with support from Jack FM, KLTV, and Tyler Today magazine. So that's the season. I talked about the receptions, and so this is just a little more information on the post-show reception for the Randy Rogers Band and the pre-show reception for Mandy Gonzalez. I think both are going to be really fun events, tagging on to what will be in their own right just phenomenal performances. And really, we just like the support from the executive producer and producer level sponsors who are here in the room and our media partners. Our Cowan Circle members really make all this possible. So this is a way to give a really memorable opportunity for more in our community to engage with these artists. So our series, we're continuing a number of our series, Broadway, Performing Arts, and our big series we're calling Big Country. So subscribers in those categories will be able to renew their seats and subscribe to this year's offerings. We're bringing back a family series. We did Kids at Night a few years ago, and this year we're dubbing it Family. And then we have all of those concerts. We're doing a kind of a pick 3 bundle, or you can pick all 6. But just briefly showing what's in each series. So Broadway has Addams Family, Richard Thomas and Mark Twain, Tina and Clue live on stage. Our family series features the Moana performance along with Peppa Pig with a special add-on for Wild Kratts. And Big Country, Randy Rogers Band and Robert Earl Keen. And the Performing Arts series, which I think in its own right is really exciting. Parsons Dance, Drum Tao, and Circa's Humans 2.0. And I don't know how you could pick, but you know, we're going to allow our community to select 3, to bundle 3 or more to access the subscription discount. So Stella Cole, Mandy Gonzalez, Darlene Love, Mavis Staples, Count Basie Orchestra, and the Vitamin String Quartet round out our concert series. So again, a huge thank you to all of our sponsors who are here and not here. Our executive producers have made 5-year commitments of support, and which just makes all the difference and gives us the confidence to move forward and to go after some of this top-tier talent. And our producers are coming in and supporting at a phenomenal level as well, with executive producers listed for our media partners and then the director levels. Again, the advisory board, there's a lot of overlap there, and thank you to our advisory board for that, and thank you for really helping to shape this season. This was very collaborative, and I think we are so pleased with how it turned out. Yep, thank you, thank you. And so that's just what the Cowan is presenting, but we're so pleased to be the home for numerous other performances. So the UT Tyler School of Performing Arts will be performing throughout the school year. Our jazz band, our wind ensemble, our symphonic bands, and they do an annual collage concert. So I encourage you to come out and to see one of those shows. We also are proud to be home of the East Texas Symphony Orchestra, which has announced their own phenomenal 90th anniversary season, which opens with a show I don't think anybody wants to miss. And we're so pleased to be also home to the Texas Rose Festival coronations. Yes, yes. So with that, and I want to be cognizant of everybody's time and not keep you from your desk too much longer. Thank you sincerely for coming. Help us get the word out and spread the good news, because it's going to be a great season here at the UT Tyler Cowan Center, and we're thrilled to bring big names and big entertainment here to East Texas. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day.